What's up guys, Just Messi here, welcome to a brand new video and welcome today to top 10 transfers of the week, week number 8. And we've got a new layout today, whole like FIFA 17 theme and stuff like that. And the reason this was delayed is the fact there was, I think until yesterday, there was only 9 players I could really put into a top 10. That doesn't really work out too well, because otherwise I'd be including some players that people don't really care too much about and aren't really worthy of being in a top 10. So before we get any further, as always, if you can smash 1,500 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and in the comments below, let me know what you think has been the best signing of the transfer window so far. And if you missed the first video from today, we're down below in that description box guys, 8 MS transfers, after 9 PM is the second video of the day. And finally, I say it every single episode, but these player ratings are taken straight from head to head and they are not predictions. So in at number 10 this week, we got a centre back by the name of BASTOS going to the Serie A, to Lazio in particular. And I did say how it's quite hard to find a top 10 this week. That's the reason some of these players, they may not be the biggest of names, but I think in regards to FIFA Ultimate Team, they will still be quite good. So BASTOS right now on head to head is 73 rated with 75 pace, 76 defending, 72 physical, 6 foot tall, and it's like a really good silver centre back. You may recognise him from having a Team of the Season card on FIFA 16, and if he remains as a silver, happy days for me because I like using silver cards, but even as like a 75, he'd be very cheap for starter squads. He's 24 years old, last season played 26 games, 2,314 minutes, getting 3 goals, 0 assists, again the fee, £5.53 million, and the current player value, 4.25. I'm not going to claim that I've seen him in real life because honestly I haven't. I have no idea what type of defender he is, but in regards to Ultimate Team, that's again why he's in my top 10. So at number 9 this week, we've got CRISTIAN, a player I have seen. So the Spanish winger has gone to Fiorentina in the Serie A from Barcelona. It's a loan deal for £425,000, but it does have an option to buy at €8 million. He's got medium work rates, 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. I thought that 4-star skill moves to be honest, but he's 25 years old, has been around for a fair amount of time now. And last season for 2 clubs, played 35 games, getting 2,093 minutes on the pitch, 4 goals and 6 assists. He's currently valued at £8.5 million, so not too bad whatsoever. So Teo actually spent the last 2 seasons out on loan from Barca to FC Porto. I think that was a 2-year deal. They cut it short in January. Then he went to Fiorentina. He'll want to settle in now and impress again so he can earn a permanent move because €8 million is not too much whatsoever. And I doubt Barca have got a buyback clause because he is 25 years old. But hey, they might do, but we're not too sure. Now we've gone to number 8 this week. That is going to be Jonathan CALLERI going to West Ham. The young Argentine striker has joined West Ham from Maldonado in Uruguay. He was actually out on loan to Sao Paulo last season and done very well. 17 games, 1,249 minutes, and 12 goals. I was going through the database. I noticed that he was actually removed from the database itself from head to head back in January. So his stats are the exact same as they were on day 1 of FIFA 16. So I imagine he could be a low rated gold, like a 75 or a 76. Apparently, West Ham had to pay £4 million to Maldonado to get him on a season-long loan, so I'm not too sure if that's true or not. It may have an option to buy, we'll have to wait and see. It's currently valued at 8.5 mil. So he had a very good ratio on loan out of Sao Paulo. The Brazilian League is still going on, by the way, so that season is not finished, although he has gone to West Ham now. And it's a player that has featured twice so far for West Ham in the Europa League qualifier and on the Premier League or in the Premier League as a substitute. But he hasn't scored yet, and finally played for Argentina at the Olympic Games in Rio, where I believe he scored 1 goal in 3 matches. Now we got on to number 7. That is going to a new Argentine player for AC Milan, SOSA. He is currently an 80 rated central attack midfielder on head-to-head with 78 pace, 74 shooting, 82 passing, and 81 dribbling. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, high work rates, and joined Milan from Besiktas in Turkey. He is 31 years old, so not a young player, but last season for Besiktas played 41 games, 3,247 minutes, 9 goals and 14 assists. So that's good stuff right there from him. They paid £6.38 million for him, or around that fee, and it's currently valued at 6.8. His stats last season were very impressive for Besiktas. 14 assists is definitely good going. So Milan, since they've got quite a decent player on their hands, and in fact when they announced him, the picture had a picture of him in a Bayern Munich kit from about 6 to 8 years ago, which seemed really strange. By the way, it could be a very cheap player for FIFA 17 starter squads and gets a lot of good links. Number 6 is going to be one for Burnley, the Premier League new boys, who beat Liverpool this weekend, unfortunately for us. And in fact, he actually got an assist on his debut for them. He's currently a 78 rated centre midfielder on head-to-head. I imagine he could get a slight upgrade maybe, because I know he had a very good season overall for Anderlecht last year. So he joined Burnley, I think for a club record fee of £7.31 million. And last season for Anderlecht, played 42 games at 3,616 minutes, 3 goals and 10 assists, currently valued at 5.1 mil, and he's 28 years old. And the reason he's number 6 is because he's a recognisable name for Burnley to get. For a team that's just been promoted to the Premier League, getting a player like DEFOUR, it's a good sign. And it's kind of similar to Middlesbrough as well. They brought in some very good players like Negredo who've made an instant impact. And DEFOUR, like I mentioned, an assist on his debut. And I imagine that could well be the first of quite a few this season. Now we've gone to number 5, and this is going to be Joel Campbell going to Sporting. The 24-year-old has joined the Portuguese club on loan from Arsenal for this season after playing 30 games for the Gunners, although only completing 1,614 minutes. In that time, he got 4 goals and 6 assists. He's got 4-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot, high medium work rate, left footed, and he's quite a decent card on FIFA, like a cheap winger type of thing. But I'm confused about it. I couldn't really get my words out then. But again, the reason I'm confused, I say it every time, what can Theo Walcott offer that Joel Campbell can't? I know quite a few Arsenal fans they're kind of similar. They don't know what Arsene Wenger's doing. He's kind of doing the wrong business. He's not really been given too much of a good string of games at Arsenal. He did in fact play quite a lot in pre-season and impressed as well. So that's why it's also again surprising he's got out on loan, as he'll always be a very good option off the bench. Now at number 4 this week, we go on to Roberto Pereyra going to Watford. He's currently an 80 rated cam on a head-to-head with some still very good stats. He has taken quite a big hit though in regards to his shooting stat and defending. But still, he looks very usable and very good. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, gone to Watford from Juventus for around £13 million. I think it converts to around 15 million euros, so again, not too much. So he only played 16 games last season, but the reason for that, he had a lot of injuries, or a couple of injuries here and there that kept him out for a while. So just 855 minutes, 0 goals, 1 assist, was definitely a sub player. But he's still valued at 13.6 mil as well. So it's a very good signing for Watford. It shows very good intent. And it does show the attraction of the Premier League as well with the money, because before, you wouldn't see a Juventus player like Pereyra going to Watford. He may not have been a starter for Juve, but he had a lot of injuries along the way, so of course, if he wasn't injured, he'd have played a lot more. It's so good for FIFA Ultimate Team. It's a very nice and potentially cheap cam for Premier League squads. It is a club record fee at £13 million, as they've already broken their record fee once already this summer with Isaac's success. And he does have some slight downgrades here and there, but still looks very, very good. Now we've gone to number 3 this week, and it's going to be Mario Gomez. So the German veteran striker is 31 years old, joined WOLFSBURG from Fiorentina, and was out on loan last season to Besiktas in Turkey. 6'2", high medium work rates, right foot, 4-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves, and currently 81 rated on head-to-head. I may have mentioned his age already, but he's 31 years old last season for Besiktas, 41 games, 3,328 minutes, 28 goals, and 6 assists. And that form then resulted in him getting back into the Germany team, and he scored a couple of goals, I believe, at Euro 2016. The fee was just £5.95 million, and is currently valued at 10.2, so very good business. He may be 31, but he definitely knows where the back of the net still is. He's a great striker. He had a couple of difficult seasons at Fiorentina because of injuries and stuff like that, then went out on loan to Besiktas, and he got back to his best. Despite him just turning 31, the fee of 5.95 mil is not really much of a risk, to be honest, because I think he'll get a lot of goals for them. And the reason he didn't stay at Besiktas after a fantastic season, he didn't want to stay in Turkey because of the political situation. And now we move on to number 2, and that's going to be Bruno Perez going to Roma from Torino in Italy. He's a very good card on FIFA. He's an 80 rated right wing back, but I believe for Roma, the one game he's played so far, I think, was at right back. He is so well rounded, and Roma have a lot of Brazilian defenders at this point in time. So 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. It is a loan deal for €1 million, but has an obligation to buy for 12.5 mil. And last season for Torino, the 26-year-old played 33 games, 2,781 minutes, grabbing 3 goals and 7 assists. And that is pretty damn impressive, and he's currently valued at 11.05 mil. So he's a player that I've not seen too much of, but now at Roma, I'll see him in the Champions League and stuff like that. Assuming they actually qualified for it, or at least some kind of European football. So either way, he was linked to a lot of Premier League clubs, in fact, for a big fee. Apparently it's Watford, Arsenal, Man City that were rumoured for him, and the fee was like £20 million plus. And the combined fee of €13.5 million after the loan and obviously the purchase, if you compare it to the fee they wanted for Premier League clubs, looks like very good business. And again, it's very good for FIFA Ultimate Team with some very good links at Roma and Brazilian players in the Serie A. Now we've got to number 1 this week, Christian Benteke going to Crystal Palace. So the big Belgian is 6'3", medium work rates, right foot, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, going from Liverpool to Palace for a fee of £27 million with £5 million of additional fees. So overall, Liverpool lost £500,000 in the year that they had him. So he's a player that I think will absolutely thrive at Palace. He didn't do very well at us, but he wasn't suited to our playstyle. I think he's been downgraded slightly on head-to-head, which is understandable, but he did get 10 goals and 6 assists in 42 games, which isn't fantastic, but just 2,202 minutes, not too much. He's still only 25 years old and currently valued at £22.95 million. So the reason he is number one, I think personally, like I said before, he'll get a lot of goals at Palace. I'm not saying they're just a long ball team or a crossing team. They're a team that does that more so than Liverpool did last season. So he's a great player in the air, can be quite good with his feet, but again, if you put the right players around him that can whip a ball in, he'll absolutely thrive on that, like he did so at Aston Villa. And it's a big fee, yeah, it's a massive fee, but overall, Palace did get £30 million out of Bolasie, so they've kind of just swapped him for Benteke. And from a Liverpool point of view, I know we've lost money on him, but despite him not fitting in too well, only losing £500,000 in this market, that's not too bad. So he is our number one this week, guys. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. 1,000 fire likes would be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content. In the comments below, let me know what you think has been the best transfer of this window so far. And if you missed my first video from today, it'll be down below in that description box, guys. 8 minutes transfers, and after 9 PM is the second video of the day. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.